So we're back now in our group programs admin section, and we're going to cover now how we would add a class when the class isn't running for consecutive weeks. So we need to leave a space between certain weeks. So what we need to do now is choose the program that we're going to obviously add this class to. So this time we're going to go with the adult group class, and we don't have any classes currently added to this section. So again, we're going to go add class. And we're going to go through this process again. I'm going to complete this. We'll speed up the video just so we get to the end of the section a little bit quicker. So we're now down into step 6, and this is where we need to do things slightly different considering we're going to have a break on our classes. So what we're going to do is we're going to go lesson start date, and we're going to choose the 24th of August, and we're going to go the registration start date, which is going to be today, and we're going to choose an end date, again the day before. I don't want to take any registrations on the day. So now what we need to do a little bit differently is we are going to run a class here which is going to run for 6 weeks. However, I'm going to have 1 week where I'm not going to be there, so we need to leave a week gap in the classes. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the lesson duration, and we're going to choose 7 instead of 6, and we're going to choose weeks. So we're going to add 7 sessions to the schedule every week, and we're now going to go and schedule those classes. So let's go across to August 24th. Select the time, which on this one I said it was going to be 1 PM for an hour, and assign it to the coach. And the repeat type is going to be weekly. We want it to add for 7 consecutive weeks, not 7 consecutive days, and then we hit save. So we're now going to see that we're going to have 7 classes added to the schedule. However, we are not going to be around on the 7th of September, so I'm going to delete that one. So we've added 7 classes, but I'm actually only offering 6 classes. I'm going to charge for 6 classes. All my marketing is going to be set up so customers are clear that it's 6 classes. But I'm going to go ahead and delete this one and hit delete. Press continue. And we can see how that class now gets removed. So we've got 6 classes now which are visible, but they're not 6 consecutive weeks. It's carried over into a 7th week with a gap on the 7th of September. And then we're going to hit save. And save again. And we can see now in the group programs admin that we've got those 2 classes available. It's indicating that the duration is 7 weeks, so we need to make sure in our marketing that we're telling customers that it's not 7 consecutive weeks. But within the system itself, it will list the dates on the checkout page where the classes are running. So let's go across into the coach section and show you what that would look like. If we go on book a lesson, interestingly, we've now got the upcoming lessons which have appeared, so we've got all of those classes which are now added. If we navigate to the schedule, we're going to see that class now in yellow. You can see here it's added on the 24th of August. And if we now go into the book a lesson, choose the relevant class, filter, choose the relevant sub-filter, and there we go. We can see how we've got the lesson name, the class, which is the date and time, the start date, duration, places, and the price. And if we went into the class details, it would list all of the dates that the classes are running, and we can see how we've got 6 sessions that are scheduled. We've got 2 weeks, then a gap, and then it starts again on the 14th for session 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the classes are running over a duration of 7 weeks. Starts week 1, ends the week 7. But we don't have a session on week number 3. And the customer now would be able to obviously add this to the cart, make the payment if you've got that linked to a merchant account, or you can have it set to a pay at club option and they can pay when they pay directly to you, or if you're managing this yourself, then you can just run that through your coach schedule. So let's just go back to the manager area and let's just provide a quick summary of the group program admin section. Now we've got 2 classes that are added, so we can go here into group programs admin under booking admin, and we're going to have a list now of all the classes that are available, the lesson name, the program type, start date, duration, price, and whether that's active or not active. If we simply ticked the box and we made it inactive, it would mean the class would now not be visible on the system. So let's go ahead and do that. We go back to book a lesson. Choose the adult group class. And we're going to go to the weekend. And we can see how the class now has disappeared. If we go back to the schedule and we navigate to the date, the class has also disappeared from the coach's diary as well. So the class is still going to be within the group program admin section, but it's now not added to the schedule. It's not an active class that we're running. So we're going to make sure that's active again. Here we go. And if we navigate across to the right, we've got a few different options. We have an edit button using that pencil icon where we can go back in and edit those classes. We've got a delete option, so we can go ahead and delete that class. And we've got a final icon here, which is to archive the class. So maybe it's a class that we don't want to delete from the system, but we want to archive it and move it into an archive section. And if we navigate here into booking system admin, that will then appear in the archive classes section. So let's have a go at that. We're going to archive that class. And we can see now how it's in the archive classes list, but we can move it back as well, back into the group programs admin. And the final thing that we have is a couple of different options here at the top. We can create the class from this section as well. In group programs admin, we don't have to go into create and edit. We can copy class with attendees, so potentially maybe we have a class that we run consistently with the same group of attendees, and you don't want to go through that step-by-step process. You just want to simply copy the class. You can simply choose that copy class, choose from the class list, add the class name, and it will copy all of the attendees and all of the information. You also have a clone class option. So the clone feature will clone all of the data except for the events. So you need to still add the class events to the schedule, as the events might be slightly different. But it will transfer all of the data across. Again, there's tutorials available within your bank of tutorials which cover these features. So that brings to an end the booking admin and setting up the booking system with our filter options, how to create and add classes, and how we can use the group programs admin section.